Hey CrossFit Fort Vancouver family, Coach Colin coming to you live from the Mac Shack to go over Wednesday's workout on this wonderful Western Wednesday. Before we dig into the nitty gritty, today's question of the day: extra crunchy or creamy peanut butter? You choose. Do you like crunch or do you like creamy? You think about that. If you want to add your 10 cents or your 2 cents, I should say, feel free to comment in our YouTube page. All right, thanks for paying attention. Let's go over what we have in store for us today. We have two parts. We have a 9-minute EMOM. So 3 rounds. You're thinking about 1 movement per minute. And then after that, you're going to have a 3-minute rest. And then at the 12-minute mark, we're going to go through these 3 same movements, but for time. 3 rounds for time. All right? Let's go over your warm-up before we get started. First things first, we take the same EMOM philosophy. 8-minute EMOM, every minute on the minute, consisting of 4 movements. So 1 minute, you're gonna focus on jogging in place. If it's a beautiful day out, feel free to head out the door 30 seconds out, come on back. That'll take up your first minute. Movement number 2, that lunge and reach stretch, right? So I'm going to step forward or step back. Feel free to use that offhand. Here's that reach stretch. I can also go to the other side. Reach, reach, reach. Feel free to utilize both legs for that. Movement 3, jump rope, right? So if you have a jump rope, make sure you skip rope. It could be singles, it could be doubles. If you don't have a jump rope at your disposal, feel free to just go through some forward, backwards hops, right? You can start warming up those wrists as well, so you can do some thigh taps while you're jumping. Fourth and final movement, meaning that this will occur at the 4-minute mark, or leading up to that 4-minute mark, is Yogi Push-ups. Friendly reminder with this, right? Yogi Push-ups, hips high, and then press down, press up, right? 4 movements, 8 minutes. You'll go through each movement twice. After that, we have our DROM, dynamic range of motion. You know the drill with these, knee huggers, right? Pull that knee to your chest, standing quad stretch, that heel to your butt, standing pigeon, or that figure 4, pulling that foot across your body. After that, we have that Cossack Squat, wide stance, toes tracking straight ahead, right, back, and forth. Remember, that foot flat on the ground, the side that you're leaning in towards prayer stretch, about a squatting stance. Bring those hands together, use those elbows to press those knees out while keeping that chest up. We have our bootstrappers, our feet together. I'm gonna squat down, grab my toes, straighten my legs, back and forth. And then your final movement, just some lunge prep. You can go into a Samson lunge, you can go into a lizard lunge, right? Feel free to drive that knee out. Just get us nice and warmed up for those reverse lunges. After that, movement prep, right? So getting ready for the first part. Part 1, 3 rounds, 3 times through, 9-minute EMOM. First minute, you're gonna go through 20 dumbbell or kettlebell object reverse lunges. You can hold that weight however you so choose. You can hold it in your hand like a suitcase. You're gonna hold it in that front rack position. You can rest that sucker on your shoulder, a dumbbell, whatever it may be. If you have a crying baby that is demanding attention, grab hold of that. And a reverse lunge, 20 of them. I'm gonna stride out, let that back knee kiss the ground, front foot flat on the ground, that vertical shin. Stand tall. Feel free to alternate legs. Stride back and up. Right? Just like a sack of potatoes, all right? For our push-ups, so that's minute 2. You're going to think about a nice tight core on my hands and on my toes. Lower my chest all the way down to the ground. Notice that my thighs are off the ground. Press to lock out. You choose the number where you can still complete it within that minute. So it's going to vary 10 to 20, right? If push-ups are challenging, I can go off of my knees, same concept, lower myself. I can shorten my range of movement or motion, so I can lower myself to something so I don't go all the way down to the ground. If I have a chair or a bench, I can elevate myself. This will alleviate some body weight, make it a little easier, all right? Thanks, Maisie, for showing us how to get in a good position. Movement 3, 50 double unders, 50 double unders. So if you have your jump rope, you're proficient in your double unders, you should be good to go there. If you struggle with double unders, feel free to pick a number where you're gonna work anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds. So, skipping rope, it could be 15, it could be 25, 30, but again, roughly 30 to 40 seconds. If you're nowhere near double unders, then you're more than welcome to do singles. Again, anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds of work there. If you don't have the equipment for a jump rope, think about the jump with those thigh taps, right? So what we need is aggressive wrists while bouncing off the balls of my feet. So here, and you can easily do 50 of those in a given minute. That'll take 3 minutes. You'll rinse and repeat that 2 more times, all right? Then you're gonna have 3 minutes of rest. So imagine you using a running clock. So 9 minutes of work, 3 minutes of rest. At that 12-minute mark, then I'm gonna complete 3 rounds, 4 time of the triplet, these 3 movements using the exact same numbers that I performed in my EMOM. So 20 reverse lunges with the weight that you did, the number that you did during the EMOM, so maybe it's like 12, then use 12 for your workout, right? So you'll do 12 push-ups in each round. If you did all 20 push-ups, then do 20 push-ups for all 3 rounds during part 2. And then last but not least, proficient in double unders, 50 double unders. If we need to shorten that number during that EMOM like you did 20 or 25, use that number for your workout. So whatever the rep scheme that you use for here, you use this for part 2, 3 rounds for time. Last but not least, we're gonna go through a little bit of cool down stretching, all right? So first and foremost, we have that down dog, all right? Hey, sweet baby girl. So that down dog, I'm going to lift my hips high, sink my head through. Notice from that side profile, right? My head is through. I can add a calf stretch. After all that jumping, press both heels down to the ground and then sink those hips down into that Cobra stretch. So that is your cool down stretch and that is your workout. 2 parts today. We hope you enjoy that. And remember, crunchy or creamy peanut butter. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your Wednesday.